and welcome to the Adventures of a Home Health Aide. Have you ever had one? I'm sorry, I'm so excited, guys. Welcome to the Adventures with the Home Health Aide. Let me slow it down. I'm too excited. The ADHD is flying, flipping and turning and yelling and yelping. I'm having way too much fun. I had possibly one of the best days that I have had in many months. Quite literally one of the best days that I have ever had in many, many months. So much smiling, so much laughing. The only thing that hurts worse than my face is my butt cheek. And I'm going to tell you why. So today I went and saw Meemaw. Yes. Meemaw is outstanding. Meemaw is stunning. The very first thing that I noticed when I got to Meemaw's house was it just looked like any cute little old granny house. Nothing big, nothing loud, nothing really eye-catching until you got inside. Number one, not going to go too deep into detail, HIPAA as always. Let's just say there was a pride flag the size of a wall in that. And I looked at her and she looked at me and I said, "Do you pride?" She said, "Bitch, I am the original pride. I am the OG granny of pride." Internal screaming. So excited. So me and her sat down and she gave me the best history chubby I have had in a long, long time. From Stonewall to some of the first marches to some of the first activist rights movements, how pride came to be, how the rainbow came to be. I was eating it up and loving every moment of it. We were having so much fun. And she taught me how to play gin rummy. She taught me how to play gin rummy. I have never had so much fun sitting at a kitchen table, getting cussed at about my rummy score, getting screamed at about my rummy score, while the whole kitchen and the whole dining room smelled like a Bob Marley after show special. Mwah. Of course, I'm covered in hives because of my allergy to it, but I didn't care. Again, fun. Finally, after a couple hours of rummy, cussing, swearing, whooping, hollering, in-your-face insults and everything else, Meemaw looked at me and she's like, "Well, bitch, I want to go to the craft store." Oh, you spicy little tamale. First rummy, the after smells. Now craft stores, you just talking all flavors of sexy. And I looked at her, I said, "Let's get in the car, let's go." She goes outside, take one look at my Bronco and went, "Well, it's not a Subaru, but it'll have to do." Careful, ma'am. I might just put a ring on it. So we get into the car and we get to the craft store. Oh, this woman, I need her in my life. Have you ever been so excited, like so utterly excited your nipples get hard? I'm just saying, work with me. Turkey timers were popped, locked, load, and ready. It was God, it was so gorgeous. Meemaw has me cracking up, and I mean leg crossed cracking up at some of the jokes that she is spitting out, some of the creative insults she is spitting out. If I cannot be this woman in at least the next 30 years, my entire life has been wasted. Her level of, I don't give a fuck about your feelings. God, it was beautiful. It was like when a baby unicorn first grows its horn. Oh, the creative levels of insults that she was giving out. I aspire to be. It was beautiful. Anyway, we're looking at fabric, right? And she got me distracted because I told her I had ADHD to be patient with me when she was teaching me rummy. And all of a sudden she grabbed my hand and said, "Look." And I looked at these buttons. They were big, giant buttons. But the buttons had water in them and little beaded fish. So if you smacked the button, the fish would move. It was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And I was so excited and so thrilled by these buttons. I wasn't paying attention to much else. She's maybe 2-3 feet away from me. Meemaw's doing her thing, and I'm just, I was having the best time of my life. When all of a sudden my happiness was interrupted by, Huh? I looked at Meemaw. It wasn't Meemaw. There's no one else down there. Turned around, and there is a man. Knuckle deep in his belly button digging, giving me the old... No, thank you. So very politely, I pointed to my badge and did this. Very politely, just, no. Went back to talking to Meemaw. I moved closer to Meemaw. Mima looked at me and asked me why I'm basically on top of her, and I said, there's just a dude down here. I don't want to, I told him I was working, I just want to look professional. So she leaned back and got a look at him and went, oh God, I will not tell you the insult that she came up with. I just cannot go there right now. And I also can't go there because of what was said. Just can't. Anyway, me and Mima are looking at the fabric. We're like bouncing ideas off of each other. When all of a sudden, this dude is now at the other end of the aisle. And he has Mima in between us. And he looks at me and he does one of these. And I thought, oh, cool, friendly now. He understands. Hey, thank you. And then he does this. And I was like, oh, that's cool. A bit of an old surfer maybe, whatever this means, because he was doing this. And I was like, that's cool. When all of a sudden this went to this and he grabbed his package. Baby, if you're going to grab your junk and offer a lady a bit, you might want to use more than 3 fingers, just putting that out there. And Mima saw the look on my face, turned and looked at him, and he quickly tried to move his hand. And then Mima, oh my God, Mima hauled back and smacked my butt so hard I was on ballerina point toes. At just plie ballerina points. And I looked at her and she looked at me and she looked at that man and she looked back at me and I went, uh-oh. I thought she was going to insult him. So I went back down on the flats of my feet and this woman hauled back and smacked my ass exact same spot. And I looked at her and she went, go get me a soda, bitch. You know what I'm going to do to you tonight. And me, I'm just like, what? And she goes, yes, mommy. And I went to go get that soda. Now, I don't know what she said to the man. I don't know what she did afterwards. Did I go get that soda? Yes. Did we have fun at the craft store? Yes. Did we go back to her house and play more gin rummy until it was time to leave, insulting each other and laughing our asses off? Yes. Is my butt cheek just ever so sore and slightly pink? Yes. Did I have a shit ton of fun and hope that I get to see Meemaw again? You damn straight, because I requested it. And this is why I love my job. It can be inappropriate and fun with the right client. It can be educational and informative with the right client. Or it can just be traumatizing to men with the right client. It is luck of the draw, dealer's choice, and I'm for it. My butt really does hurt a little bit, though.